So we started foolishly, we followed God.
When I joined Voice of Yahweh community about 4 years ago, my life was really messed up.
There was a time in my life that I also struggled with some of this issue.
So with the Voice of Yahweh community, I tend to balance the equation by serving God and also doing well in my academics.
Today, we are seeing the people God gave us from. My name is Dunka Tanko, the team leader of the Voice of Yahweh community, and I'm here with.
My name is Godslove Kingsley, and I'm the assistant team leader of the Voice of Yahweh music community.
Yeah, music community. We're here to talk about the Voice of Yahweh and what God is doing in the life of the community, the young people, and friends that have come visiting. And I'll tell you that God is really doing wonderfully well in our midst. I can tell you that young people are coming to Voice of Yahweh and their life is being changed, transformed. And we are seeing people that came to Voice of Yahweh and after some time, their life is something that the community is happy about.
Yes, actually, I can actually testify to that because when I joined Voice of Yahweh community about 4 years ago, my life was really messed up, and yeah, it has helped me battle with a lot of struggles spiritually and also physically. And I also don't see Voice of Yahweh as a community, I also see it as a family because over the years, that is what it has actually become to me.
Yeah. When God gave us the vision of Voice of Yahweh some 5 years back, the young people we started with, it was actually from the FCS we started, and God said we should begin to raise the young people that will understand his mind for the generation. So we started foolishly, we followed God, and today we are seeing the people God gave us from 5 years back now in the university doing marvelously well, doing exploit in their fields of influence. And I want to say that the people God has placed in our hands, we don't take them for granted. We have so much built relationship with their parents, their family, and sometimes their parent called us and tell us, look, can we entrust this person to your hands? And so far, we are seeing life being transformed.
Oh yes, of course. I there's a moment I actually won't forget, and that was that particular day when we were having one of our online prayer sections, and then we were privileged to have some of the parents actually join that section that day to show how far we've come in building the community. Because over the years we've built extremely marvelously good friendship and relationship between each other, and even though most times the people who started with are across Nigeria, as we have some who are in different states, but we tend to have that relationship with them that we keep in touch, and whenever they're around, they always come around to the community.
Now, Voice of Yahweh is 5 years, and we don't just build musical community per se. We interact with minds. We know issues because we know that young people has issues. There are a lot of young people that have issues with their sexuality, masturbation, pornography, and different kind of issues that God has helped us deal with. We're not talking about this because we are perfect, because there was a time in my life that I also struggled with some of this issue, and God has helped me cross that line, and he has given me the platform also to bring young people that struggle with issues in their life to help them deal with it. So sometimes at night I get calls and my wife will be like, what's happening? Why are you getting calls at night? And I'll tell her, look, this person is going through stuff and he needs help. And for sure, there are issues I don't share with my wife. And there are issues like women-related issue. I'll tell her, can you come and please help me? And she's part of the community. And so far, we have built that relationship. We have seen people life transform. People that are not into music come and find a safe place where they just come and not just to sing, but to assist, to let go of their issues and burdens. So Voice of Yahweh is in that place where everybody, every young person just want to come and be, because we build relationship, like you said. We build family, we build talent, we build gift. A lot of people don't even know that they have gifts. You can attest to that. And maybe you share more when you came to Voice of Yahweh, because he's our keyboardist actually. When you came to Voice of Yahweh, how were you at that time?
Oh well, when I first came to Voice of Yahweh 4 years back then I was battling with masturbation. I was battling with smoking as well. And then it was not just all about the music, because at some point, even though I come from a Christian background, my father was a pastor, my grandparents was also pastors, but then I came to understand that all this while I had been trying to battle it on my own. Like when I was struggling with masturbation, that year I'll be like, oh, look, guy, I am going through this thing. So please, can you help me to just check in on me once in a while? I'll tell you that, okay, this is how it has been. And then with the friends that we had, they just held me, and then that was how gradually I overcame masturbation, and then I actually quit smoking. And it was all while I was still in the Voice of Yahweh community. And then educationally as well, it has helped me juggle my education, because most times people fail to see that while juggling education and God as well, most times people get lost in what they are trying to achieve, and then they tend to focus on education while leaving God aside. So with the Voice of Yahweh community, I tend to balance the equation by serving God and also doing well in my academics.
Talking about academics, I can tell you that for the past 3 years, there's no young person that has come to Voice of Yahweh community, musical community, and failed, because a lot of them that have come, in fact, every year we kept asking, how is your jam score? How is your YHWH? Tell us. And we'll pray together. And we've seen people that came, failed first year, after they joined, and the next year their life is transformed. And almost all the people we've raised for the past 4-5 years are now in the university, and they're doing well. So we don't just focus on music, like I said. We focus on the mind, because once the mind is transformed, the whole life is transformed. And we will do much more better if we have people that really would want to come and partner with us, because one of the things we are struggling with is partnership. That's because initially it was just we're just trying to raise people, but right now we need partnership. We have a lot of young people coming, close to, my count is around 70, and these people are just coming and no assist. Sometimes we spend money to pay some people transportation from University of Jos down to Rantia area where we do our meetings. And I would really want to see how we can partner with people to get this program a worldwide program. So I want to call on partners actually this moment. As you're seeing this video, how you can help, I don't know, but I'm trusting God that God will raise partners that will come and say, okay, I notice you're doing good works. Can I be part of what you're doing? And let's see where God will take us to.
Okay, and yes, talking about that, we have an event coming up next month on the 21st to the 23rd of August. It's a conference, and it's tagged The Cruise with Christ. And in this conference, we are not just inviting young people around Jos to come and have their life transformed by the gospel, as we'll also be having people to come talk to them on various aspects, like those who come take sections for creatives, and those who will be going into business aspects. So this is where we will actually need that partnership, because it is not easy to start up something like this. And like Mr. Duncan has said, most times we actually struggle financially because we have a lot. About 80% of our instrumentalists and vocalists, they all come from the University of Jos every Sunday. So most times we find it hard to actually keep up. I will remember the days when we'll be like, Baba, today choke, I go bless, I go trek, go house. Oh. And then we'll be like, no. Let's have an offering. Someone doesn't have transport. And then they literally don't know who we are talking about. But then with the little 200 naira, 500 naira, we're able to raise transport for a lot of people. Yes.
And that's the kind of family we've built over time. We don't announce the people we want to help. We just tell them. We don't actually do offerings. We only do offering when there's a need for it. We tell them, please come around, whatever you have. And you see young people that are really struggling, bringing out 1K, bringing out 200, 500. Some you shock. They will just bring out like 2K and say, just settle it. And they don't know the person. Then we just share it among the people that need that this thing. And so far, God has been helping us. We have never been stranded. We're just trying to look for a bigger way of making it easy for everyone, that somebody can look and say, I'm coming from Bauchi to come and rehearse. I will tell him, Baba, come. Get shaking. And by God's grace, God will take us there.
So you're telling me that if I'm coming from Abuja today, you pay my transport for rehearsals?
Already we are even planning for somebody that will be coming all the way from Kogi.
Yes.
Yeah. Because he has been part of us and he is our instrumentalist, and we are giving him work to do on the program we have talked about. And we said we don't even know the cost, but we are sure that we are settling that bill of him coming all the way to come and do the thing he knows how to do best. So that is Voice of Yahweh, and we'll be doing a lot in this podcast, and please keep following us, keep checking us out, support us, partner with us, make sure that you are part of the thing God is doing with these young people in this season, and I'm sure that God will bless you.